In today's video, I will be going over my first impressions of Biomutant and why I'm conflicted about it. If you ever wanted to live out your dream of being a mutated fox-like creature that knows Kung Fu and lives in a post-apocalyptic world that was destroyed by humans, then this game is for you. But there are some sticking points. These sticking points will either have you loving or hating the game. My name is Marv, and if you haven't visited the channel before, welcome. I make content on Biomutant and similar games, so if you like Biomutant, please like, subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell icon to stay up to date. Now, Biomutant has been out about a week, and the reviews are very mixed. There's a crowd that detests the game, and a crowd that is ride or die like Letty from Fast and the Furious. I feel like I'm in the middle. The best way for me to tell you my first impressions is to break down what I think about each of the core components of this game. I will go over the main quest, side quest, character creation, crafting, powers, combat, aura, tribes, and mounts. There will be timestamps for each of these sections in the description, so you can skip forward to those if you wish. Now, the main quest and side quest. First up, the world is huge. It's beautiful, it's huge, it's one of the major pros of this game. You can get lost in it forever. Okay, the devs say it's an 8x8 kilometer squared world, which is huge for an open world game. Now, there is undertones of a mature message in the story, in these quests, but it's hidden deep inside a childish arc. What that means is it's shallow as all hell, right? This game's story will sort of appeal to children more than it will adults. So I'm a child, so it definitely sort of hits the right things for me. But as an adult, I can see the mature message of the pollution and what it can cause to the world. It is cute for about 5 minutes, okay? Then it's boring, okay? The narrator in this can also kick rocks. I don't understand why they went down the route of each character speaking this made-up language and then a narrator coming over the top and sort of washing it out with the same voice over and over and over again. It is annoying. There's lots of dialogue. I don't like it. You need to figure out a way to turn that off. And this is what turns off a lot of people. What I've noticed is there's a lot of dialogue, and this narrator really pisses people off. The good thing about this world being so huge and beautiful is you can get distracted very easy by side quests. Like, there's a lot of quests, guys. That's where I don't understand when early reviewers that got this game, that played it for fucking 4 hours, go, oh, there's not much to do. Mate, I know people that have put in 30 hours by doing all the side quests and not finishing the main mission yet and had a blast. So I don't know where they're getting that from. There is a fair bit to do. It does get quite repetitive, but the world being so beautiful makes each experience seem fresh and new. Okay, so main quest, blah. Side quests, they're alright. Overall, you get a meh experience for the sort of main quests and side quests. That's all I got to say there. The character creation is the next point I want to make. The character creation, on its surface, looks like there's a lot of depth, but there's not that much depth. Okay? You choose your class, you choose your breed, right? Those are probably the two main things that make a difference of how you play when it boils down to the perks in the game. But then you get stuff like the mutations, which change the way you look and change attributes. It's really surface level. You can change the way you look later during the game, and once you've picked a look, like say you've got this intellect, so you've got a big head and a skinny body, right? But I can still assign whatever points I want to whatever attributes I want while playing the game, and it doesn't change my look. So, surface level. It's the real surface level. There's not a hell of a lot of depth. I'll do a separate video on like the classes and the breeds and how they affect you in the later game. But in the early game, take it or leave it. It looks cool because you can have a different looking ferret. I'll put a meme on the screen. Very funny. But that's about it. The crafting, on the other hand, which is my next point, is the crown jewel of this game. You can make some crazy looking weapons. Okay, you can make some crazy looking... one of the first weapons I made was a shotgun that shoots cutting discs. Crazy. There's different effects like electricity and radioactivity, for example. And the only limitation is your materials and your character level. It's very cool. It rewards you roaming and collecting scrap to make better weapons. It's cool. It's awesome. I love it. That's one of the driving forces, like that I genuinely kept me coming back to this game was, what if I go down this alley? Maybe I'll find something better for that I can add to my gun or my two-handed melee weapon. Like, it's the crown jewel of this game. It is what looter shooters want to be, sort of thing. Like, it rewards you for exploring and crafting and creating. It's great. There's also loadouts, so you can choose different outfits for different areas, like different sort of biohazards. I think it's up to 6 or 7 different looks, which is cool. I didn't really notice it until the end, to be honest. But it's cool. The crafting is the crown jewel. I'll say it over and over and over again. If you like crafting games, it's pretty cool. Before we continue, here's a quick question for you guys. I'd like to see it answered in the comment section below. What's one thing you like and one thing you don't like about Biomutant? Comment below. Now, as you sort of work through the game, you will get psi points and bio points. These are the things that make you a badass, right? You can either add them to your resistance or your different powers. They're very cool, and each ability stands on its own. There's no psi power that outweighs others. There are some cooler sort of dark aura powers versus the light aura powers, but they all add a bit of extra flair to your combat, right? There's an aura system which we'll go over a little bit later, or in the next 2 points, but psi points, bio points, and how they affect those psi powers, very cool. Adds an extra layer, or another layer to this game. Now, the combat at the start, I found it a bit janky, and but once you've sort of got your desired loadout, it's fun. So once you can remember combos for your weapons that go along with your guns, and you start linking up combos, you start using your super Wung Fu, it's fun and rewarding. One thing I will say, the layout isn't intuitive on PC. I don't know about consoles, but on PC, I struggle with this layout, and I've sort of had to map buttons or keys to different locations, and I still feel it's a little bit janky. All right, but it is fun. It's very Devil May Cry-ish with the combo system on a base level. I'll say that again, very basic level. But you can do some flashy things. It's very cool. Okay. The aura, you got light and dark aura. It's not really like you're a Sith Lord or a Jedi, like not that level of light and dark. It's more morally right or wrong. You can collect light or dark points throughout your entire playthrough. And apparently there is a sort of dark ending, which is like a 1% ending of this game, but 99% of the time you're going to end on the light side. My current playthrough is light, so once I've gone through that, I'll do New Game Plus and I'll do dark and see how much more fun you can have. I always tend to go light, but dark. This is more of a gimmick sort of feature within the game, I'd say, because it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Only really the psi powers. You don't get like special sort of outfits or weapons or anything that are specific to the light or dark side. So hopefully if they make another game, this is a bigger feature. Now the tribes, there are 6 tribes, 3 light, 3 dark. Again, these only really sway the light and dark aura. Some of the tribe weapons are very cool. Most of them are overpowered. They're all pretty much ultimate weapons, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what I found is that I was such a high level, because I was doing the side quest, that when I got to sort of overtaking an outpost and fighting the boss of the tribe, I would just skill check it. Like there'd be like an option. Let's not fight. It's not worth the losses. And you'd be like, you're right. It's not worth the losses. I better not fight. Here, have my outpost, have my tribe, sort of thing. So, it's neither here nor there. It adds a little bit of something else to do. I found the next point, the mounts, one of the quirkier, funnier things in this game. You get organic mounts and like non-organic mechanical mounts. The organic ones are all very fun, very different. There's like a bat, a shark, various different goats, and the non-organic, there's like a mech, a goo glider, which is like a jet ski. Let's say that. And there's also like a blimp that you can fly around as well, which is very, 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 very cool. So that adds a little bit of extra sort of traversal mechanic in there, because it is a massive map. It's a massive map. But whew, we went through a few things there. But those are the main things that sort of stand out that you'll see. There are a couple of nuanced things, but even with all that stuff, it sort of layers a few things on you. It does some things better than others, as you can tell by what I described. So here's a conclusion, right? I like this game. It's a nice, chill game. This is the sort of game you can play while listening to, say, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Joe Rogan. So you have to think while doing other things. It's just that sort of game. It's chilled vibes with no real dire consequences if you mess up. If I had one gripe, it was to make it a little bit more dangerous, but it is what it is. I think this is how the devs intended the game to be played. If you're looking for a game that challenges you every step of the way, this isn't your game, because even in hard, it's not that challenging. But if you're looking for a game that makes you smile and forget everything else, this is your game. Think of OG, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, sort of Jak and Daxter vibes. If you like this video and want to see more, make sure you hit the sub button and the bell icon. Before you leave, I feel like the video showing on the screen right now in the little box is a video you would enjoy. So make sure you click that, go through, check it out. That's all from me. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.